Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to watch Sherlock Holmes online. Basically I'm just going to cover two of my favourite Sherlock Holmes series, and they're quite popular, and show you how you can watch them online. Okay, let's just start now. We'll go to the BBC iPlayer site. This is bbc.co.uk/iPlayer. And here, if you've got a BBC account, you will find one of the best adaptations of Sherlock Holmes stories, I think, called Sherlock. This is from the BBC, and it's got Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman as Dr. Watson. They're really good shows. There's all 4 series on BBC iPlayer. Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4. I think that's 12 or 13 episodes. But these are like mini movie. Well, they are movie length, really. They're 80, 90 minutes, no adverts or anything like that. So they're like a film, really, and they go on from each other. And if you click on more like this, there's loads of very similar detective programs from the BBC, all top quality, which you can watch there. That sounds all very positive, but here's the problem. If you click on BBC iPlayer and try and watch any of the Sherlock Holmes things, it will look at your IP address and check where you're located. If you're not located in the UK, you'll get this message and you'll get blocked. Basically, it's looked at my IP address. Let me just show you what's happened. Most websites do this, in fact. They determine your location based on your IP address. BBC has done the same. This GPS-coordinates.org is a site that just simulates that and does exactly the same. Basically, it looks up my location, and you can see my IP address is not registered in the UK. Hence, BBC iPlayer won't work. The same goes for all the other UK TV sites, and if you just stay with this video to the end, I'll show you where there's even more Sherlock Holmes. But first of all, we need to fix the problem. How do we get a British IP address if we're not in Britain? If you are in Britain, you can ignore this. Just go to BBC iPlayer and enjoy. If you're not, you'll need to change your IP address. Now, you can't actually change it. You can, however, hide your IP address using something called a VPN, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and it is this service that will allow you to watch basically any unblocked site anywhere in the world. I mean, at the moment we're concerned with BBC iPlayer, but it works in all different countries. You can unblock US sites, French, German, Japanese, you name it. Let me just show you how easy it is to use. Now, I'm using one called NordVPN. Now, there are lots of others. Be careful with most VPN services. Most of them don't work with BBC iPlayer. They get blocked automatically. Basically, they've got too many people on each IP address. NordVPN actually has some servers optimized to allow you to access BBC iPlayer. Let me just show you them on screen quickly. This is only for NordVPN. Can you see these numbers here? These are the numbers of NordVPN BBC optimized servers. So 18, 40, 41, 42. Now, if we just remember any of those numbers, we can connect directly to one of them. Let's go to 1840, for instance, and it'll come up United Kingdom 1840. You can click on UK here, and you'll get a UK IP address, but you might not get one of the optimized servers, so it's best to type one of those in. If you're using a different VPN service, you need to check with them and make sure, very important, that it actually works with BBC iPlayer, because most don't. Okay, let's minimize that and let's go and see if we can go and watch Sherlock again. Okay, I'll just paste the episode address in here. Now, remember, you got blocked before. Another thing I should mention, okay, a lot of you won't have BBC iPlayer accounts. You need one to watch the BBC. If you don't have one, just search for BBC iPlayer and register, and there's a registration page. You will need an email address. Any email address will do. You will need to find a UK postcode online. That's like an American zip code. Find anyone. Just find a business anywhere. The Houses of Commons, Buckingham Palace, your favourite hotel, any business in the UK. Just pinch their postal code and use that. It doesn't matter as long as it's valid. There are some other sites as well. I'll put one in the description for finding them. Let's see if it works first before me waffling on. Here we go, Sherlock Holmes, and let's just stream that, and hopefully you can see now I've got the IP address of the UK. I haven't actually changed my IP address. Let me just show it streaming. I'll have to stop it as they get copyright strikes. Basically, BBC iPlayer has seen the IP address of the VPN server that I've connected to. So it does. My IP address hasn't changed. It's hidden, so they only see the VPN server's IP address. The same goes for ITVX. Now, if you want to watch ITVX, this is the BBC's commercial rival, if you like, the second biggest channel in the UK, and it's got a brilliant streaming site called ITVX. Again, free. Again, you have to register. Make sure you've got a UK IP address before you go. And the gems are on here are worth having. Sherlock Holmes. These are from the 80s, 90s, and I think maybe slightly later. Literally hundreds of programs, Sherlock Holmes episodes starring somebody called Jeremy Brett. He really is good. This is in Victorian, in the original time frame of Sherlock Holmes, as Arthur Conan Doyle wrote. But there's loads of them. They're really, really good and well worth watching. I think there's 4 series and a few specials and all sorts there. I don't know, 50, 60 episodes there, really. They're all, I think, an hour long as well. And you can watch any of those. Well worth watching. If you've never seen them, Jeremy Brett is superb in as Sherlock Holmes, and very, very worth watching. And this is again using a UK VPN server. You will have adverts. Hopefully you can see it streaming there. You get adverts on ITVX. If you don't want those adverts, you can upgrade to a premium version. I think it's about £3 or £4 a month. I'd have to check on that. And that takes all the adverts away. But the adverts aren't too bad, and it's certainly watchable in the free version. So that's all there is to it. That's how to watch Sherlock Holmes online. I should add that my other favourite Sherlock Holmes that you may enjoy as well, the old films with Basil Rathbone, also appear on both these platforms occasionally, more so on BBC iPlayer, but you just have to keep a watch out for those and see if they appear. They don't stay on as long. Sherlock will be up for several years probably, so you can watch those anytime. But if you watch the live channels on BBC, you might see Basil Rathbone's Sherlock Holmes appear too. Okay, I'm going to finish now before this video gets too long and boring. I hope that's helped everybody. There's a link in the description below for the latest discounts for NordVPN, which is inexpensive and works with BBC iPlayer, but there are other VPN programs as well that do work, so you can shop around if you like. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll leave it there now. Thanks, and bye-bye.